in the tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Queen Regina is always remembered as a beautiful but cruel nightmare. But no one is born a monster. Long ago, before the throne and the magic mirror, Regina was just a little girl with hands stained with mud. Unlike other children who only cared for silk dresses and ribbons, Regina spent her entire childhood in a dusty attic, filled with the scent of her grandmother's dried herbs. Her grandmother was the only one who realized hidden behind Regina's plain appearance was a sharp mind and hands capable of crafting magic from nature. But aside from her grandmother, no one valued Regina's ordinary looks, especially her parents, who always doted on her sister Clara like a beautiful porcelain doll. Regina was always pushed to the edge of family portraits simply because of her messy hair and clothes stained with potions. She learned a hard lesson. In this world, intelligence means nothing without beauty. Years passed, and the capital celebrated a grand event. The Queen gave birth to Princess Snow White, a creature of perfect beauty, with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony. The whole kingdom rejoiced, but joy was short-lived. After giving birth, the Queen fell gravely ill, her breath as weak as a flickering candle in the wind. The royal doctors were helpless.
Is too strong. What will the Queen say?
Finally, they had to summon the best healer from the common folk. For the first time in her life, Regina stepped into the palace, not as a lady, but as a humble healer. With her talent, Regina held on to the Queen's life for many days. But instead of respect, she received only sneers and mockery from the beautiful court ladies because of her homely appearance.
Look, the witch hands is here again. She may be skilled, but who would want that face?
Step aside, Regina. Do not let the king see your sloppy state. Let the beautiful maidens serve the wine. Your place is in the kitchen.
Even when the Queen passed away due to her frail body,
they see only your weakness. You must eradicate them before they move against you. Let me handle the details.
Your Majesty, it was she who plotted against you!
You lie! How dare you speak such treason in my court?
Stop it! Where are you taking me? Father will hear about this! I'm innocent! Why won't anyone believe me?
Monster!
Thrown into the dungeon, beaten, and her face slashed, Regina realized kindness could not protect her. In utter resentment, she used rat carcasses and mold from the sewers, combined with her grandmother's secret arts.
From the deeps I call you, spark of old, rise now.
To create the magic mask, a potion to alter one's face.
They want a doll? I will become the most dangerous doll of...
The next morning, the dungeon was empty. Regina appeared before the king with breathtaking beauty. The king, in his deepest grief, was instantly enchanted by her face. Regina became the new queen.
Long live the Queen!
She coldly punished those who had humiliated her, making the entire palace tremble with fear. Craving absolute perfection, Regina sought out the forbidden library and awakened the magic mirror.
I accept. Take it all, as long as I never have to see this face in the mirror again.
Every full moon, Regina had to perform the painful ritual of rebirth. Her bones twisted, her skin tore and healed again. She accepted physical agony in exchange for absolute beauty. In contrast, Snow White grew up, becoming more beautiful with each passing day. Regina looked at the little princess, jealousy corroding her mind like acid. She didn't hate Snow White, she hated the unfairness of creation. When the king passed away, Regina ruled with an iron fist. But the mirror warned, when Snow White turned 16, her beauty would break Regina's spell.
I want them found immediately. Do not fail me.
But the huntsman betrayed her. Snow White escaped into the deep woods. Unwilling to give up, Regina took matters into her own hands. First, she disguised herself as a peddler, luring Snow White to tighten a silken lace until she couldn't breathe. With every failure, Regina's magic weakened and the bone-deep pain returned more violently. She knew she had only one chance left. Regina decided to abandon her beautiful shell, accepting the true form of her soul at that moment, an old, ugly and lonely hag. She poured all her hatred into the red apple.
Just one bite, and everything will end.
In the guise of a beggar woman, Regina collapsed at the dwarf's door from exhaustion. She waited to be driven away. But no, Snow White rushed out, gently helping her up. The young girl did not hesitate to wipe the mud from the stranger's wrinkled, rough face.
Oh, Grandma, your hands are so cold. Let me warm them for you.
Those words and the warmth from Snow White's hands stunned Regina. She had spent her life chasing beauty to beg for recognition.
Ugly witch. Useless.
But now, in her ugliest form, she received the most sincere care. Something the splendid queen never had. She looked at the poisoned apple in her hand. Then at Snow White's smile. For the first time, Regina realized the enemy was not Snow White, but her own obsession. Facing Snow White's pure beauty of both appearance and soul, her malicious plans seemed so ugly. She secretly put the apple away, refused the hot soup, and hurried off before sunset. She left her broken crown at the edge of the forest as a farewell to the past. And so, the story of Snow White ended just as the world tells it. She was rescued by the prince, a grand wedding was held, and they lived happily ever after in a castle of light. But when Snow White's pages close, have you ever wondered, what about the ending for Queen Regina? Years later, villagers whispered of a healer Regina living in seclusion, a woman with magical hands that cured every illness. She was no longer beautiful, but her eyes always shone with happiness.
And then the little dragon sneezed a puff of smoke right onto the grumpy...
Regina taught the village children the lesson it took her a lifetime to learn.